the right hand over the heart. Ready, begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Presentations. Communications from the public. Okay, we move to the consent calendar. Approval of minutes.
I have read them and I would like to make a motion that we accept the minutes.
I have a second.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Yes, performance report. Anybody move to accept?
Can we just do the whole consent calendar in its entirety? Then I move we accept the consent calendar in its entirety. Then we won't have to go through all of it. I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? New business?
I know we're trying really hard to be consistent with our time, but I have discovered that the second Thursday is very, very difficult for me and my staff to put together this agenda. Yes, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. The second Thursday is very difficult for me to put an agenda together for you. We have to have it ready to go the Friday before the meeting. So for example, if the first of the month comes on a Wednesday, we have exactly 2 days to get the agenda and its components, the performance report and such together. It's just very, very difficult.
Okay.
So I would respectfully request that if we can move our meeting back to the third Thursday at 1 o'clock, that would be very, very helpful to me. But you are the one you're the decision makers.
I so move.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstentions?
I want to thank you for that. It's an appreciated reprieve.
No problem.
I'd like to let you know what has been going on in terms of grants. The library has applied for, and in October, we received a tentative letter of acceptance on our solar project. It's a $2.5 million project that will allow us to generate electricity and some sort of backup device so that if the power goes out, we can continue operation and as a result, become a heating and cooling center. We are in the final few steps left to finish with that pre-application process, which includes a budget, which I will be nagging at Public Works because it needs to come from them. Once that is turned in, we should receive a letter of acceptance. The state will be providing $2.2 million for this project. The other remainder is going to be coming out of our development impact fees. We have nearly $1 million in that fund, and that is exactly what it should be used for, improving our facility. So I look forward to telling you that we have received an acceptance from the state and moving that project along so that we can become that heating and cooling center we really need to be.
Mm-hmm.
I have applied for continued standing guard service through CDBG. We received word, let's see, the 11th, on Monday, that we had received we will receive 3 backpacks full of hiking material for circulation to go along with our California Park Pass program. Every library that applied received the backpacks or will receive them. And they figure it'll be about May because there are so many, and we're doing 3. There's hiking sticks, there are compasses, there's bird identifier, plant identifiers, a flashlight that doesn't have batteries. You crank it and it, lots of stuff. So we're very, very excited to announce that we have been accepted for that. The final thing that I have is we will be doing mid-year budget requests. Those mid-year budget things are geared for things you have to have, then you can't get through to the end of the year. Our printers, our public printers, are both, well, one is out of warranty and one is going out of warranty in March. And I'd like to release them. I'd like to replace them and lease a new ones, sorry. And I simply don't have the funding available in the budget. So I'm going to be requesting that they help supplement that maintenance fees for those new printers. That way we're on the same schedule. We don't have to be concerned about when does this one go out? When does that one go out?
Yeah.
Crazy. I also will be putting in to come in compliance with the strategic plan as set by City Council. I have a methodology for increasing library hours. We will, of course, be using Open Plus, but I'd like to open us additionally to the public some extra hours. And to do that, I'm going to need some funding for additional staff. We just can't do it on the staff that we have.
What kind of funding do you need? Additional funding for that?
I need another library associate and a part-time library assistant in addition to myself. City manager has made some adjustments in scheduling, and beginning next week, I will be working for the most part Tuesday through Friday to cover the meetings that he has got scheduled on Tuesdays, that if I'm not there, we don't have representation. That's the ET meeting, and we deserve representation. So they acknowledged that was going to make a change, and they are fully aware that in order to do this is what we'll be doing. So I'm going to be adjusting my schedule, and for a while it may be half a day and on Tuesday and half a day on Saturday, but the point is we need to have the coverage. We also need that representation. So
What do you need from us?
but I just, if you have any other suggestions for things we cannot live without, I would appreciate any input. It doesn't have to be today. We haven't got our budget instructions for mid-year yet, so I've got a little bit of time, but please be aware I am thinking about what do we need to do to get us through that we're not anticipating.
I have a question. The solar panels,
Yes.
you said in the past are going in the parking lot.
Yes,
Is that correct?
that is the plan,
Are we going to lose any trees?
potentially. I don't know because I'm not a planner.
Right.
And I'm not an engineer. My sincere hope is we can keep the trees, but we'll be supplementing the shade with those panels, so it will provide additional shade for our cars as they're parking underneath. There is one more thing I need to talk, not about the budget, but about what's happening at the library. Beginning next week on Monday and Tuesday, Train, the company that we are renting our temporary air condition will be coming in and removing it. The company that we are contracting with to put the new chiller in will be coming in hopefully next week, at the end of the week, to install a temporary chiller and begin the interior work that needs to be done, so that once the chiller gets here, it will be a really quick and easy switch over. So not that I can guarantee temperatures now inside the building, but it just may be a little different next week.
Okay. Colder, warmer.
Who knows? And the parking area that we park in will be blocked off because of that big equipment getting moved in and moved out. So we will not be able to park where we park, Joanne.
Okay. So the back parking lot. I can park over maybe where,
On the other side of the trash container.
Why did we,
okay, either that or over where Cheryl
Yes.
and Janice do. Yeah.
why did you change contractors?
They gave us a much better deal and a little more control that we had with the other company, and a shorter turnaround time.
All good.
Yeah. Council approved that in October, I think. So we're moving forward. One last thing, the elevator in the front of the library is still not operational. However, we also have a signed contract that was done in November, and we're waiting for parts. It looks like it will be available for use again no later than May. Okay. Yes, we are working on that right now. I have someone who has always wanted to do this. He's a professional dungeon master for Dungeons and Dragons, and he has a lot of contacts in the comic world, as does several other people I know. And we got together in December and discussed the layout. We have a tentative date of March 13th. It's a second Saturday. It will be an all-day event. Their hope, and as is mine, is that we can grow this into a multi-day event. To get in, your library card is your ticket. So library card will get you in for free. Wouldn't that be good?
Very nice.
And so that is going to be part of the advertisement. When you start seeing that advertisement, it'll say entry fee is your library card and a link to get your card, and we'll send them out.
Motion for library cards.
Well, yeah, I thought so. And one last thing, Saturday is the 101 anniversary of the Ramona kickoff season. Will be held at the library. It's the President's Gala dinner. That's at 6 o'clock. Tickets are available through the Ramona Bowl. I think it's 55, and I'm not certain.
Okay. I'm thinking of something else, and yeah. Well, what's the date on that?
13th. Why is everything the 13th? It's the
No.
13th of January. But yeah, in 2 days.
Okay.
It's a busy week. Okay, I think I'm finished.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you for your report. Unfinished business?
The ARPA update, we are currently in the process of gathering quotes for an RFP that we have put out for our firewall. We've had several companies contact, so and asking questions. So I'm sincerely hoping that we'll get something done. The bidding process ends the 19th of January. We'll open the bids and make a decision. My hope is to take it to council by the last meeting in February for approval of that.
update on literacy
Coordinator, yes. Well, didn't hear this, in October, our literacy coordinator resigned. She retired. It was very exciting for her. We began a process for recruiting, had 5 wonderful interviews with some very amazing people. We made a decision, and ultimately the first person chose to decline the opportunity. We've passed it to a second who has worked in libraries, not doing literacy, but has worked in libraries, and they have accepted, and we're in the background process currently. So my sincere hope is to have her on board by February 7th, because on February 7th, there's a workshop in San Diego for new literacy coordinators and their directors. So I hope to take her to that.
We invite her to the next.
If I got her on board, you bet.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Reports, trustees reports. For me, I'm still enjoying very much working in the bookstore. I chose to take the last 2 Saturdays of the month, and I got recruited from Joanne Cruel to come and be with her on a Wednesday, which I enjoyed very much. And I've worked with Kathy's mom, Linda, and several other people, and I can tell you it's gotten me up and out, and it's a good thing. Thank you. Vice President?
As far as my report, I was going to give my report mainly over with the Friends of the Public Library, because that is what I do. And with your permission, I'll go ahead and do that. The Friends seems to be looking up. This past Saturday, we had an excellent day, and we had evidently a membership also, and that person really bought a lot of books. It's the best day we've had in quite a while. And so that was really nice. Plus our book sale in October. I don't think we've talked about that. And I think we made about $206 or something on that. And it went well. We were able to get rid of a lot of books that otherwise would have went out in the blue box. So that's about.
Do you know if we took in any new members at the book sale?
I really don't. I would have to ask the membership chairman on that. And I will find out for the next meeting to see if we did gain some new members from that sale. Yeah.
Trustee Covey, if I may interject, the other thing that happened during this period of time when we did not meet is the first installment, for lack of a better word, of the foundation was given to the Friends, and the total was $80,000. And they would like to be on the agenda for next month to bring their final distribution.
Agenda for here?
Yes, I
Okay.
will put that on the agenda for next month. Okay.
No report. Thank you.
Trustee Young?
No report.
Trustee Butler?
Me?
Yeah, that's you, sir.
Okay, yeah, I'd be happy to report on the Greater San Antonio Chamber of Commerce has invited us to participate in a resource fair. So we pass out library literature information for the library, and that will be every month from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And where is that at?
Always I think it's the last Tuesday or Wednesday of the month.
Okay.
Also, December, I think we had, like, well, it was the event they had put on for the community. They passed out toys or one blanket for the community. Yeah.
Mhm.
We were able to share the, like,
Trustee Butler, if you would be so kind as to send me the information on that, I want to make sure we have staff there. Thank you.
In your librarian report?
That's story time. We've had some interesting story times. And if you'd like to see what we're doing, look at our YouTube page. It's Hemet Library's YouTube page. And we do have links to the story times. We've started recording them in October. And we had a very, very special one 2 weeks ago where we had Councilmember Lilienthal and friends came and they did a Kwanzaa story time. And not that I'm patting myself on the back, but I am, because I was very proud when they told me that our display and what we had done was really good. They liked the stories that I had available to them because I asked, I said, what can I do to make this better? And they said what we had done was just knock their socks off. So I'm very, very pleased about that. Yeah. So, and that was recorded. I'm waiting for our public information officer to send us the link so we can put that up. Because it was a half hour and it's too long for us to, you had to do stuff to it. But we have been recording. And yesterday's story time, we did Moose story time and we had 50 participants.
Good.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
That
Really
is.
exciting.
What time is it?
3 o'clock on Wednesdays.
Okay.
And then currently we are also running a reading challenge for everyone for January. And you go to Beanstack. And if you've already signed up for Beanstack, all you have to do is say join and just record your hours. By doing this, we know we have information to be able to get back. If we wanted to report to schools, hey, did you know during the winter, your kids read this amount of time? We could do that. We did this during the summer and they were very pleased because it's data they can't get. So we can share that information. But getting in the habit of using Beanstack is really good. Last May, we had a reading challenge. It was called the Artemis Challenge. And as a result of the number of hours read, our library received backpacks full of astronomy things or telescopes and many things because we had among the higher turnouts for that. I think there were like 3 and we were 1, 2, or 3. So we're doing that. And then when the time comes for the in and out cover to cover challenge for kids 4 to 12, that's how you track it. So we can accurately, it just keeps us in the habit and sets us up for summer reading, helping that slide that don't happen. We don't want that to happen.
That's Beanstalk.
Beanstack. It's on our website. Just click on that and put join and fill it out. It's pretty innocuous. Other than that, we are always looking for what we can do to improve and keep things fresh at the library. We've recently added a couple of displays. They look like ducks and they're great for picture books. And yesterday they were cleaned out. I mean, we can easily put 24 books in each of them and they were cleaned out. Yeah. We did participate in the Christmas parade. Didn't win anything, but that's okay. That's not the point. The point is to get out there. And there was a brief presentation at council this last Tuesday that included the RTA bus and the library. They got a shot of Eric as he's doing his thing. It was very cool. So that's available if you want to take a look at that on the city's YouTube page as well. But it's been busy. We continue for it to be busy. We have things planned from now until, we've already started planning for summer reading. So, and that's renew, recycle, and return, renew, recycle. So we've already begun planning for that. That's what I got.
Can we ask about the monster? Is it up and running?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Is-
not a monster.
I think the book, outside.
Yes,
Oh,
it
oh,
is
yes,
operational.
yes, it's working.
Yeah.
I
had a
was
bit of a
gonna
hiccup and
pick
we
up,
fixed it.
DVD today. Okay.
Good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we
Yes,
had a bit of a hiccup in mid-November, but we've resolved that.
it's working fine.
Uh,
I have one question. What about our lovely elevator?
Our lovely elevator won't be elevating until probably May. We have a contract, we are working with a company, but it's all about getting the pieces that they need and parts and bits. So they're supposed to be completed by May. Obviously, we're going to hope that it will be done sooner. So servant's entrance for us.
Future agenda items? Anyone?
We'll be adding the foundation for next month.
Is there any reason why the Unified School District is not here?
Is he? I invite them.
I know you do.
They are a good partner with us. We can send out information through the district librarian, Librarian Ray, and she is really good about getting things out to the district. So they're a wonderful partner with us.
Having no other business, this meeting is adjourned. Thank you, everyone.